Hi, I'm Sophie from Auridon Yarns. If you don't know me, I've been making video tutorials about assigned pooling stitches. Welcome to this video, and I'm showing you today how to do the tulip stitch, which is one of my favorite new textured stitches. As you can see, you can make little flower shapes, tulips, and I will show you how to do different versions of that. I have this is a yoke of a sweater, which I haven't finished because it's just for sample purposes. Well, as you can see, you just start out. You can use any top-down pattern for a sweater, and you just use a contrast colored yarn to do the neckline, and then on the yoke you're going to alternate rows, and it's going to give a lovely effect. And the stitches are going to be scattered across your fabric in a spontaneous way, because on the yoke naturally you're going to increase all the time, and that's what's important for assigned pooling yarns, because if you stop increasing and decreasing and you just go straight ahead, then your yarn will start pooling in a controllable way. So all the tulip stitches will be in one line, or even above each other, which can be nice, of course, and if that's what you want, go for it. But mostly people want them to be, well, in a more chaotic way. So this is a yoke. It's a really fun idea, and this is for a 4-year-old child, if I'm not mistaken. And I've only used 13 grams of yarn, so a little bit goes a long way. And yeah, this is just one example. I'm currently working, this hasn't been blocked yet, but I'm currently working on a shawl, which has a lot of short rows. And I started using the red version, and now I'm onto the pink version. What you need is a yarn that has a contrast colored section in it. That's an assigned pooling yarn. So mostly it's just green. This is one of my hand dyed yarns, but you can naturally use your own yarn, or a yarn from your stash, as long as it's got about a fifth of the skein in a contrast color. I've got yellow ones, I've got white and black as well coming. They're drying at the moment. Yeah, so you need your yarn. This is a fingering weight, and I'm using size 3.5 needles. Okay, let's get going. Okay, there we are. Let's break this down stitch by stitch. I'll go slowly, and you can always pause to follow along. I've been knitting in stockinette because the yarn was still green, and as long as it's green, or your background color, you will do your basic stitch. Now for this shawl it's stockinette, but the background can be another stitch as well, like moss stitch or anything you like. Okay, so as you notice, the yarn started changing color to pink, and that's our signal to start knitting our cluster stitch. So I'm going to zoom in here. Yes, that's much better. Don't mind my stained fingers because I've been dyeing so many tulips over the last couple of days. All right, we're going to count 7 stitches below the stitch you're about to knit, and this might vary from yarn to yarn. So by trial and error, in the beginning I did a swatch, and I know that the length of this pink section, for the length of this pink section, I need to go 7 stitches below this stitch. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 8, it might even be 5. So investigate your yarn and decide how many you need. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to pick up the yarn from back to front and create a loop. And we're going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the one above that pick up the yarn again and create another loop. Mind your tension here. Don't make this too long, but don't make it too short as well. It needs to be just right. 3. Oh, it's kind of hard with the camera in front of you. 4. We're getting there. 5. 6. And 7. Okay. Now I've used up most of my pink section. This is all right. If you want to stretch it out a bit, that's fine. But this is great. Okay. So now we have created basically 7 loops on our right hand needle. And from here, there's different ways to go about. And I'll show you the results in a moment. But the different options are, because you're going to bring these loops over your needle. We're going to start with the last one further away. And what I like to do is to alternate. So take the furthest one away and now take the second one. And take the furthest one away and take the second one. Keep going until there's only one left. So I like alternating these, and I'll explain to you why, because it will create a somewhat ruffled flower, and I like it that way. I like the tulips, I'll show you a picture in the screen, but I like the petals to be a little bit ruffled. Now if you decide to take the furthest one and just keep going, keep picking up the one that is furthest away and lifting them over, you'll get a much more organized flower. I'll show you. I did one on the yoke. Look, this one is much neater, which is all right. I mean, there's tulips that are looking like this, much more sleek, if you wish. So you decide. You can do a sleek tulip or a ruffled one. And I like my tulips ruffled, so yeah. I'm happy with this one. Okay, now we still have one extra stitch because we didn't have this stitch when we started. So we still need to put this loop over the second stitch. So what I basically do is I lift this stitch through, let it slide off, and then to put it all together, I knit that stitch. Now, this looks very ruffled because there's a loop here, but over time, as you continue to knit, they will start to look more organized. They will just go by itself, and I'm sure after blocking it's going to be even neater. So yeah, that's your tulip stitch. From the wrong side, I will show you in a minute. So this was the right side, and I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Alright, we are on the wrong side, and I've been purling along, and now my yarn is changing to pink again. So we're going to turn our work, and because we are knitting in that direction, we want the next stitch to be a tulip stitch. So we're going to slip that one first and then work it similarly to the instruction on the right side. So we're going to count to 7. This is an extra challenge because there's already a tulip here, but that doesn't matter. Just count to 7. And if it's more convenient, you can always count in a little diagonal way. I don't think that's necessary right now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring that to the front. Yeah. Okay. Now, go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1 this is hard for the camera. Wait, let me see if I can. Yeah. 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7. Okay, great. Now just for demonstration purposes, I'll show you what happens when you how to do the more sleek tulip. So just keep picking up the one that is furthest away, lift it over, there we go. See, your tulip gets a lot sleeker. Now one more thing to do, we need to decrease one more. Now knit that stitch. Okay, and we're ready to continue on our way on the wrong side. Oh, we just drop that stitch. So we just work that one. So I'm going to put it on my right hand needle, and now just keep purling, and you're done. Well done. So that's the tulip stitch. If you like these instructions and videos, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again in one of my next videos. Next Sunday on the 19th of July, I'll be attending the museum market at the Museumplein in Amsterdam, and if you're in the area, I would really like it if you would come visit me, and we can meet. Okay, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.